And this is the result. You will see how we have gone through the different workflows where it started with a spreadsheet, it had this conversation with ChatGPT, and then you can see how it found the information, it found my colleague Emmanuel, that is the right person to contact because it's the communication manager. And if I go to my email, I should be able to see exactly, I should be able to see the email already prepared for me to review it, to send information, etc. So, hello, my name is Sebastian Rodriguez, and today I'm going to show you how I save days, if not weeks, when reaching out organizations listed in the European Union Transparency Register, all thanks to AI and all done in a smart and ethical way. This workflow that you will see is exactly what we teach at our AI for Advocacy workshops that we are hosting in February and March 2026 for level 1 beginners and level 2 more advanced. By the end of these 2 workshops, you will learn how to do this guaranteed. And you can find all the information in the usual places. So let's get started. Well, let's start in the transparency register, which is available for everyone. And you can easily go and search the register. And what I would recommend that you do is that you click on advanced search and then you click on all the criteria that for you are interesting. For example, I'm clicking these 3 categories as long as they are having a head office in Belgium and they have an European interest. For me is enough. But of course, you can see how you can look at more niche ones by topics, etc. And simply click on search. By clicking on download, you get a database that looks a little bit like this one. 3 columns when you have the register number, the name, and the category. And you can see that the main problem is that you don't have contact information here. And that's why we're going to use AI. My platform of choice is Zapier, Zapier.com. I like it because it's very intuitive and you can start testing it with a free trial. So you can go and replicate what I've done just now. Zapier allows you to build any workflow that you can imagine. In my case, I did a very simple one where we start with the Excel that I downloaded. Then I have like a series of conversations with ChatGPT, some AI work done by Zapier itself, and then all the way to, for example, creating a draft in my Gmail account. I always make sure that I am the last one to see an email before it goes out because it has my name. That's called human in the loop. And that's one of the ways that you can use AI in a smart way, but also ethically. And then all the way to updating my Notion, my CRM. And now let's see how this workflow would work. I would go to my website and I would say, okay, I want to see exactly what's going on with who is the person to contact at the European movement. And right now you can see that all these fields are empty. This small action is going to trigger the whole workflow. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a conversation where it's going to take the name of the organization and the EU Transparency Register ID, and it's going to do the prompt that I would have done in ChatGPT without me actually doing that prompt. And then with the third step, what I am doing is using AI within Zapier to look at the response that I got from ChatGPT and translate that response into actual fields for a database that I'm going to need. What's the name? What's the first name? What's the LinkedIn URL? What's the email? And more. And automatically update my database. And you will see how this will happen in a few seconds with that information. So again, I am able to go from a raw output from ChatGPT into clear fields for a database. And then what I'm also doing here is that one of the things that I am asking is to understand how I can help this organization by looking at their mission and also looking at how I usually help organizations that are in this space. And again, this is something that I always do, but now I can automate very easily. And number 6 is going to create a draft in my email. I've drafted exactly how I wanted to do it. I have included a line with the output from step 5, where I am trying to figure out how I can help this company based on their mission as stated on their website. And then, of course, I am the one sending this email. I would never advise you to send this email by yourself. That I don't think, I would think it would put you in many, many uncomfortable and embarrassing situations. And then the step 7 is to create a record on my CRM, which is what I would also do once I have reached out this organization for membership information, for the workshops that we organize, etc. And this is the result. You will see how we have gone through the different workflows where it started with a spreadsheet, it had this conversation with ChatGPT, and then you can see how it found the information, it found my colleague, Emmanuel, that is the right person to contact because he's the communication manager. And if I go to my email, I should be able to see exactly, I should be able to see the email already prepared for me to review it, to send information, etc. So that's pretty much it. That's how you can use AI to really help you save time doing the work that you would do anyway, but do it faster and always having a human at the end of the loop, having a human to read everything to make sure that you are not sending incorrect information. But at the end of the day, it's time that is saved for you. Maybe you want to spend more time thinking strategically, building networks instead of doing boring and manual tasks. Or maybe you can use this time outside of the office to do whatever it is that you love. So thank you very much. Hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you would like to learn how to do this, please reach out to me, check out the information in the comments, and let's make 2026 the year that you are mastering AI.